Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to week number 4, day number 16 of commercial diving school. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you have any comments or questions, make sure you leave them down below. Now, for this morning, for breakfast, we had bacon and eggs, and we had coffee cake on the side. And then we rolled right into 8 a.m. morning muster. Now, today was a little bit different from muster. We actually had a random dorm inspection. And this can be expected from any kind of school where they have dorms. They're just looking for any kind of food or alcohol in the dorms. It's just kind of a rule they have. And then they quickly got that done and over with, and we got kind of started with our day. And I know that nobody got in trouble, nothing was found, and it was just kind of a quick, thing that everybody got through really easily. So after that, we jumped into our physiology test. Now, we've been reviewing and learning physiology and from last week. So today we did our test on it, and I actually got 100% on it. And I know that if you show up and you take, notes and everything, you will do just fine. So don't worry about that. So right after our physiology test, we continued with dive medicine. Now, physiology was about, the body and how it's structured and how does gas, affect your tissues when it comes to diving. And dive medicine is more about dive-related injuries. So most dive-related injuries are due to the gas such as nitrogen being saturated in your tissues due to pressure at a deep depth. The pressure is not what does it, it's coming up too quickly. So you can have things like pulmonary overinflation syndrome, which there are categories such as mediastinal subcutaneous emphysema. It's a lot, big words, but that's basically you can get air bubbles in your middle of your chest region. And then you can also get Rice Krispies is the nickname for getting it like kind of around your neck area, because it's kind of like looks like Rice Krispies with little air bubbles, and it's like kind of reddish and inflamed and stuff like that. And then there's also pneumothorax, which is overinflation of your lungs. And a tension pneumothorax is when one of your lungs can actually collapse due to overinflation and it just bursts, and it has to do in conjunction with your chest cavity as well as your lung not being able to expand like normal, and it basically collapses. And there's actually in like The Good Doctor, in the very first episode, where the boy genius is like a doctor and knows all this medical stuff. There's this kid that gets hurt at an airport, and he's like right there, and he actually treats this kid who has a tension pneumothorax. So after we got done with that, we jumped into arterial gas embolism, or AGE for short. And that's basically if a bubble gets formed in a major blood vessel that goes to like your heart or any major organs or your brain, and that can cause severe issues. And then there's also decompression sickness, which has two types. Type 1 is just getting a mild, it's more mild. You get it in like your joints, like your elbow or your knee, and it can cause pain in your joints wherever the bubble is. And type 2 is when it's more serious, when it can actually lead to, even death. And so if you get into diving, even scuba courses will, touch on all of these dive related injuries. But for our dive school, dive medicine course, this is the type of injuries we went through and learned about. So I know that we're gonna be tested on that tomorrow. So we jumped into lunch, and lunch today was chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes and gravy, corn, broccoli, and you got a little dinner roll with that. It was pretty good. And after lunch, we jumped into more dive medicine. Not gonna lie, it was death by PowerPoint. So it was, a little bit on the boring side, how death by PowerPoint can be. But we got through it, we got through the day. We're going to be tested on it tomorrow, and I think we're all going to pass and do great. So can't wait to see that. So I wanted to talk about the schedule, and I mentioned that we're going to take the dive medicine test tomorrow, but tomorrow we're also going to be taking our freshman assessment. So the modules are kind of broken up into freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors, and we're already getting to the end of our freshman module. So we're going to be tested on everything we've learned so far, which is safety, physics, physiology, and dive medicine. So we're going to actually do a review first before we take the test, and then we're going to jump in the actual test. And then Wednesday, we're actually going to be diving again. We're going to be doing standby drills. And basically what that means is when divers are in the water, say in case something goes wrong, there needs to be someone staged close by, fully dressed out in their gear, ready to jump in if they need to assist in any kind of situation. So you can't just do that though. You need to be trained on how to properly assist. So we're going to be doing that on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. I know you guys don't want to miss that because we are actually diving in the water. It's not just a classroom day. So I'll be talking about what went on and how it was for me and what we actually did and what that day, consisted of. So stay tuned for that. Don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched all my previous videos, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next videos. You don't want to miss them. And just thank you guys for watching again. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and leave any comments or questions down for me below so I can talk about them and address them in one of my future videos. That's all I got for today's video, you guys. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Peace.